Looking at the map of the area you're planning to move into is a great way to familiarize yourself with its layout. It can be a daunting task though. That's why today I'll give you a map tour of McLean so you'll know where important landmarks are, like schools, top neighborhoods, your creature comforts, and more. Without further ado, let's start the video. Before we begin, I'm Abraham Walker with Ask A Walker, your Northern Virginia real estate agent. On this channel, we do all the research so you don't have to. When you're ready to start your real estate journey, whether that's buying a home, selling a home, or investing in real estate, click the link in the description to fill out your perfect home questionnaire. After you complete the form, we'll schedule a time to meet online via Zoom to answer any and all of your real estate questions. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for future videos about relocating to the Northern Virginia area. Let's dive right in. First things first, let's pull up a map right here. When you search for McLean on Google Maps, they only show you a portion of the entire area. For our purposes, McLean is made up of two zip codes, 22101 and 22102. And to me, these two zip codes represent the two sides of McLean. 22101 is the small town side. It's where downtown McLean is, including some locally owned businesses, especially restaurants. The zip code is especially popular for its residential areas because almost all of the best schools are here. Then there's 22102, which most people know to be the Tysons area. The Tysons area includes both the famous shopping destination and the business center of McLean, but we'll get more into that a little bit later. Tysons is only a small portion of this zip code though. It's actually much larger, extending all the way to the neighboring Great Falls CDP. The further up north you go from the Tysons area, the more it gets sparser. You'll get a lot more green areas over commercial developments as well. In terms of location, another thing that matters is the surrounding area. You're investing in these areas since they can widen your job market or give you more options for creature comforts. And that's something McLean is popular for since its neighbors are some of the most popular and noteworthy in Northern Virginia. Let's show you the different places you'll probably be working in and around McLean. Just around 2 miles southwest of McLean, across the Potomac River with tons of companies and government agencies, is DC proper. Then you have Arlington along the southern border with a lot going on. You'll find a diverse cluster of businesses along the Orange and Silver Line stops in areas like Ballston, Clarendon, Courthouse, and Roslyn. A little further south from there is the Pentagon, headquarters of the Department of Defense. And just across 395, the new Amazon headquarters in Crystal City. That handles the noteworthy items on the eastern/southern border of McLean. Now on the other end, to the north, you've got the Dulles Technology Corridor, which includes Reston, Herndon, Sterling, and Ashburn. Reston has business headquarters like General Dynamics and SAIC. Herndon has Volkswagen Group of America and Airbus. There are too many to name when we get to Tyson's Corner, but the popular ones are Booz Allen Hamilton, Freddie Mac, and Capital One. This small spot in McLean is pretty dense with headquarters. And you don't have to stray too far from home if you're working at Mars Inc. and the CIA is also here in McLean. But for those of you who need to go out of town, whether it's for work or fun, it's pretty straightforward here since McLean is surrounded and bisected by major roads. McLean is on the Capitol Beltway, and here you can see I-495, which can easily take you into DC. Route 267 or Dulles Access Road is really useful if you're headed north to the Dulles Tech Corridor. It intersects with I-495 near Tysons and also converges with I-66 over here near Falls Church, connecting you to many places within Northern Virginia. Route 7 is another smaller yet convenient road since it's a straight shoot to the north until Leesburg and to the south down to Alexandria. You've got other smaller roads within McLean that connect you to major thoroughfares like Route 123 called Dolly Madison Boulevard in McLean, Route 309 or Old Dominion Drive, Route 193, also known as Georgetown Pike. Now, I know I got somewhat into the details about the roads, and that's because most McLean residents simply drive in and out of town. If you're looking for other ways to commute, though, McLean is well connected with metro lines and bus routes. You can find both commuter buses, whether it's WMATA's Metrobus or Fairfax Connector, and the metro at metro stations. Now, there are 4 metro stations in and around McLean, two on the northern end and the other two towards the south. So it's easy to choose one that's near you. You've got Tyson's and McLean stations on the Silver Line, and West Falls Church and East Falls Church stations, which are on the Orange Line. If you've got kids though, you don't have to think so much about school zones because McLean is home to excellent public schools. We've gathered the ratings of all the public schools here from various sources, and none of them got a rating below 7 out of 10 on Great Schools or below 8 out of 10 on Public School Review. And on Niche.com's ratings, all these public schools have an A rating. Unsurprisingly, Niche rated the two high schools here, McLean and Langley High Schools, an A+, since these two schools are the 4th and 5th best high schools in Virginia, respectively, according to US News. So most likely, your biggest concerns would be if you want to be zoned for McLean or Langley. And this is why we need to talk about the top 5 neighborhoods in McLean too. 4 of these neighborhoods, Chesterbrook Woods, Franklin Park, One Park Crest, and Brohill McLean Estates, are under the McLean Pyramid, and Kings Manor is under the Langley Pyramid. Since we have a best places to live in McLean video, we're just going to touch on these neighborhoods a bit. So if you want a more in-depth look at them, leave a like and subscribe so you'll get updated when we upload it. Okay, back to the topic. First up is Chesterbrook Woods. On our list, this is the most convenient choice for those of you who work in DC because it's just 7 to 10 miles away from the neighborhood just across the bridge. That's the biggest draw to this neighborhood because if you look around, there isn't much in its vicinity apart from Chesterbrook Shopping Center for your essentials and dining out. Another similar neighborhood is Franklin Park, just across Old Dominion Drive. Okay, you've also got easy access to the nation's capital from here, so why would you choose Franklin Park over Chesterbrook Woods? Franklin Park is really for those who want more exclusivity or those who want a beautiful natural landscape, since it's really woody and hilly here, and there's a flowing stream here in the neighborhood that flows into the Potomac River. There's also not much else in its vicinity though, so if you want a place where you can simply walk to your creature comforts, Brohill McLean Estates is a much better option. It's just besides McLean's downtown area, so all the restaurants, shopping centers, and grocery stores are well within your reach from here. And if you work at Mars, it's just a mile away. Plus, the McLean Metro Station is a short drive from here along Route 123. Now, Brohill McLean Estates is a single family home community. So if you're looking into townhomes which are more affordable, you've got Kings Manor, a neighborhood that has the downtown area just across the street. Other than that, you're just within walking distance from the Dead Run Stream Valley Park, McLean Central Park, and McLean Community Center from here. So this neighborhood can cater to almost everyone's interests. Last on the list is One Park Crest Condominium, a great choice if you want all the convenience McLean has to offer. Here you'll have big company headquarters as your neighbors. This includes Freddie Mac just behind the condo. Plus, the best shopping and dining in the state is within walking distance from you at Tyson's Corner Center. Another bonus here is that you can walk to the Tyson station, which is on the Silver Line right here. Now, so far, we've talked about how to get in and out of McLean. You don't really have to get out of McLean to have fun though, since it already has the amenities to keep almost everyone happy. Now, what fun things can you do in McLean? Outdoor enthusiasts have a ton of waterfront trails and green spaces to explore. Great Falls Park is particularly popular for this, but it's kind of far and it easily gets crowded with tourists. So other quieter alternatives in this area include Scotts Run Nature Preserve and Turkey Run Park. There's also a unique park here for the kids of all abilities called Clemmy Johntree Park. Now, if you're more into sports or fitness in general, you can be a part of the McLean Racket and Health Club, Spring Hill Rec Center, and Kent Gardens Recreation Club, to name a few. There's also the McLean Community Center, which actively hosts activities, events, and classes for residents. Across the street from there is McLean's Community Business Center, which is pretty much the downtown area. You've got shopping centers here like McLean Shopping Center and Langley Shopping Center, to name a few. You've got numerous local restaurants and coffee shops here like Issan's and Greenberry's Coffee. You've got grocery shops, boutiques, butcher shops, even doctors and dentist's office here. Basically all your essentials in one location. Now, I wouldn't really call this a downtown area. The Tyson's area feels more like one, and is home to Tyson's Corner Center, Tyson's Galleria, the shops at Fairfax Square. All of these have luxury retailers, high-end department stores, and fancier restaurants. We're just touching up on these a bit because we've got a things to do in McLean video right here where we talk about McLean's amenities more. That's it for the map tour of McLean. We've still got more videos coming for this area in the future, so keep your eye on those, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.